Wow. We are back. It's Monday, and you know that sound. What's happening, everybody? This your boy, Stanley Doucette. We are live. That's right. We live with Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. Shout out to everybody. I mean, everybody around the world. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend was my baby's, Gabrielle's, seventh birthday. So she's been celebrating all weekend. And I just wanted to shout her out. Happy birthday, baby. It's her seventh birthday. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, honk your horn, wave your hand, do something. Shout my baby out for her seventh birthday that just passed this weekend. Yep, she just turned 7 and she's turning up all the way up. She's turning our pockets inside out too. I know some of the moms and dads out there know what I mean. So what's good, everybody? How's everybody in Canada? How's everybody in Australia? How's everybody in China? How's everybody in Africa? Listen, wherever you are around the world, how are you? Shout out to every single person that's listening to our podcast. I thank you guys every single week. The numbers are going up and increasing. I, I'm at, I don't want to say I'm in shock, but I'm grateful. I'm thankful that you guys are listening to me and listening to the show. And I'm thankful that we're able to empower, uplift, share. We got some guests that's coming on. So it's a whole bunch of stuff that we're doing in 2024 and I'm just excited about it. I really, really am beyond excited. See, when you've been through so many things in your life, what as I like to call it, my former life as a police officer, or being able to work with a billionaire, or being able to just work within your church community, your spiritual community, or just able to feed the homeless, whatever it is, and whatever your talent is, I thank you for it because I know where I came from. A lot of times people wonder and ask questions, like, oh, Stanley, well, how did that happen? Or, oh, Stanley, how did this happen? First of all, I had a strong prayer life. I had look, I had one of those songs, somebody said I had a praying grandmother. I had a praying grandmother, but mine is plural. I had praying grandmothers. I have a praying mother, right? I have a dad that's very humble, but I wish I could post a picture that I just caught him. He was on his knees praying before he went to bed. So yeah, I'm very strong in belief in that on that side. Very, very strong in belief. But when you talk about those things and the things that have happened, and where I grew up, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. Some of us did. I was not a trust fund baby. So I don't have a trust fund. I didn't have the great uncle or the great aunt or the great dad or mom that had oodles and oodles of money. We came from straight hard knocks. Let's get it. We have to listen. Some of y'all know what a wish me sandwich is. If y'all don't know, send me a message on YouTube. I'll let you know what's a wish me sandwich. It's a wish me sandwich, but I'll get into that later. Listen, before we get into our topic today, I just wanted to share with you guys thankful, and I have an incredible amount of gratitude when I look at what my daughter and the excitement and the joy that was on her face as she opened up her gifts and had funds and a party and all of those things. Just go back and you're grateful because I know people are not in that opportunity. Some people are not in that opportunity to be able to have a party or their child have gifts and just different things. So I'm very, very grateful. My gratitude is above anything just to be in that space. On top of that, to be in a position now to be able to just shout her out in over 170 plus countries on One Voice radio, it's amazing. If you're listening to a podcast, wherever you are, whether you're listening to any of the platforms, thank you. Thank you. I call myself and I believe myself to be fortunate. Now, I'm saying this for a reason, right? Well, let me just say this for the commercial. For everybody, go to all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm sorry, it's called X now, LinkedIn, and of course, go to the YouTube channel. That's where on the YouTube channel, y'all see my crazy faces. Y'all see I be doing. Listen, y'all see what I'm doing now? Yeah, You got to see it on YouTube. But anyway, all those things. But what I want to talk about is just being able to be in a position to do this and to be able to share earnestly and honestly with people, to be in a position to where you've been through some things that people think you have something to share, and it's been fruitful, it's multiplied. The space that I'm in of gratitude is beyond. But I'm not going to be talking about gratitude today. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did a podcast on gratitude. Actually, today I want to talk about how to manifest something. When I've been growing up, a lot of things I just didn't know. I was just doing it. And what I just ask God, God, how do I get this? And as the old African proverb, it says, when a student's ready, the teacher will appear. I want to put a caveat to this. Let me put a caveat to this. When the teacher appears, the teacher will appear. But when the teacher appear, don't fuss or get mad or upset or aggravated or tell her that's not the teacher. You don't know who that teacher is. Don't do like I did. I had this whole thought in my mind exactly who I thought my teacher would be, and that's exactly who was not my teacher. So don't do that. I remember when my teacher appeared and I met for the first time, believe it or not, first time we met, and I've told other people this story. We argued. I mean, flat out argued, right there. I had no money. I was broke. I had a terrible mindset. I was just all in everything bad I was doing, right? But I was a police officer, right? So let me go back and say it a different way because some of y'all gonna take this the wrong way. And it's unfortunate. You got to correct and make sure you say properly what you mean now because people take things the wrong way. What I was doing was not right. I didn't know any better on certain things. So I didn't understand what money was. I didn't understand money at a higher level. I didn't understand what it is to have a proper mindset or a powerful mindset or a great mindset. I didn't understand all of those terminologies. I didn't understand a whole bunch of things. So when I said that earlier, I was just doing things bad. That's not right because people are going to put that and police together and they're going to be like, oh, he was a bad police officer. So let me just dispel all of those myths in the beginning. It wasn't that. We did some great things on the police department and have a whole bunch of great police officers out there. I'm not going into the police world right now. What I'm talking about is manifesting something, how to manifest something. And when you have the opportunity and your teacher appears, he began to show or she begins to share with you some greater things to help you grow to somewhere higher. I am a firm believer you cannot get to the next level unless you're invited. You can't just walk up and say, God, put me at the top. No, he does not do that. He's not going to do anything that's going to harm you, good or bad. So he's just not going to do that. He wants to protect you. He loves you. He wants to make sure you pursue the things that you need to pursue and the order in which you pursue it. And then you're going to get and be able to get those things, in my humble opinion, right? So when I say how to manifest something, if you guys have something to write something down with, please do so because I get excited when I'm starting to share information. Whether you Google it, you look it up, whether you just have it on Hard Knock Life, right? Or whatever, you just do what you have to do because some things and some of the wisdom that come is just straight living. It's not something you read in a book. It's not something somebody told you. It is straight living. And when you live long enough, now y'all know I'm only 18. Well, the wisdom tell me I'm 18. But when you live long enough, no, I'm not 18. But when you live long enough, you understand some things. You just automatically understand it, right? So let me get into how to manifest something. Number one. Let's start it. Number one, be clear on what you want. I mean, be very clear on what you want. If you're confused, this is good. If you're confused on something, then not, you cannot ask your father for something if you're confused. You can't ask your mother for something if you're confused. Give you an example. Use this a lot of times. It was told to me. I'm gonna use it today. I never thought when I would use it, but I'm gonna use it today. So if your child, if you're fortunate enough to have children or nephews, nieces, cousins, and they come to you and say, dad, mom, aunt, uncle, cousin, can I have $100 or can I have $1,000? Sure, you can have $1,000. What is that you want $1,000 for? And they just be like, oh well, I'm not sure. I kind of maybe you're gonna be like, I kind of maybe not gonna give it to you until you clear on what you want. But if you go to that individual and they excuse me, if they come to you and say, dad, mom, aunt, uncle, cousin, I need $1,000. Oh, what do you need $1,000 for? Well, I'm taking classes at this university. Oh, I'm doing this for my daughter, and she needs $1,000 for to get this dress. And this dress is going to lead her to being exposed to by so many individuals, whether it's on academics or whether it's on athletics or whether it's in modeling or whether it's in dance or whether it's in gymnastics or whatever. And I really need that $1,000 to help her get to or help him get to X, Y, and Z. Well, that's different. Absolutely, I want to help her or him grow. I absolutely want to make sure they get their education and whatever I can do to help. And you have that $1,000, you give it. But the person that was not clear, you're not clear about giving. I mean, you're not clear about your answer or what you're trying to do. I'm not clear about giving. It's that simple. So when we say get clear, I mean, be very clear on what it is that you want. Be very clear. Number two, deuces. Number two, this is a good one. Uncover your why. Why? Why? Listen, in one of the businesses that I'm fortunate enough to be a part of, One Voice Worldwide, we talk about your why a lot. I've heard some people say if your why don't make you cry, it's not your why. I'm not gonna go that far and all of those things, but I would say this: uncover your why. Why are you doing it? Why is it that you want to manifest this? Why is it that you want to manifest that? Whatever it is. But why do you want to manifest it? But why do you want to manifest it? Why is it that I want to manifest, let's say, speaking at Essence Festival? Why do I want to manifest it? Well, I have a whole bunch of whys. I'm not telling y'all because y'all too nosy. But why do you want to do it? It's a reason that I want to do it. Why do I want to play baseball? Why do I want to own a professional baseball team? Why, it's so why? Ask yourself why. What is your why in doing what you do? What is your why? Is this really and truly what you want? See, you have to remember when you are asking your father, God, or you're asking the universe, depending on what you believe in, why, you want something, you have to make sure this is what you want because it's not going to come easy. It's going to cost. It's going to cost you something, whether it's time, whether it's sweat, whether it's sleepless nights, it's going to cost you something. So when you're doing it, make sure this is what you really, really want. If it's a relationship and you kind of hi and funny with the guy or funny with the girl, and you know maybe, well, hey, that's not what you really want because a relationship is going to cost. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you energy. It's going to cost you sleepless nights as well. It's going to cost you times where you worried about your significant other. It's going to cost you a lot, even inside of that. So you have to make sure that this is what you really, really want. How will I benefit in my life from this? So when you're asking your why, so how am I going to benefit from this? What is the real benefit from it? Now, a lot of times people just want to do stuff to benefit for themselves selfishly. You got to take that up with your creator. It may not be you you may not get it because it's selfish, but you have to really, really dig into how will it benefit, how will this benefit me in my life? How? What is that how? How will I feel when I get it? You may want something and just be like, man, I so hot. I feel all right. I feel okay. But again, it goes back to, do you really want this? So uncover why you're doing that. So uncover it. So that's step two, uncovering your why. Step three, ask for it. I know in the Bible say ask and it shall be given. And I'm not going to go through the whole scripture, but it's saying ask and it shall be given. But ask for it. Ask God for it. Ask your creator for it. Ask the universe for it. Whoever it is that you pray to, that you believe in, your higher power, ask for it. A lot of times we just don't ask. Let me give you guys something simple. I do this I'll do this, I don't say a lot, but I do this pretty often, right? If you go somewhere, um, a fast food restaurant in America, and just ask, like, hey, can I get a free drink? Like if the drink don't come, hey, can I get a free drink? Hey, can I get a free drink? Hey, can I get a free drink? Hey, I mean, just try that. They may say no, they may say yes, but a lot of times most people be like, here, here's a free drink. Now you got a free drink because you asked for it. If you're looking to get a raise on your job and you've done everything that you were supposed to do and all of the other things that they've asked for and they may haven't done anything yet, ask for it. Ask for it humbly, but ask for it. Only thing somebody could do is say, not right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Right? Okay, that's fine. But you asked for it. Ask for what you want. If you're negotiating a deal, ask for what you want, not what you think they're going to approve it. Because most times people go and they go after something or they set a goal for something and they set it low enough so they can hit it. And the problem is that they actually hit it, not knowing that they had all of this increase there. So when you're going and you're asking and you know you're worth, let's say, $300,000, don't ask for 250 because you know they're gonna give it to you. Ask for 300. Ask for 350. Ask for 400. Ask, right? Now I'm put a caveat there. Don't go and say, the job is only worth 300,000. You go ask for 300 million. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But my point behind it is ask, right? Only thing somebody can do is say no. Just ask for it. Just make sure we ask and we keep on pushing forward. Ask. Just ask. Hey, can you watch my bad children tonight when I go out? All that somebody's gonna do is say yes or no. You never know. They might say yes, and that just changed the whole game and the whole dynamics for you, right? So that's step number three. Step four, trust and believe. I must admit, there are days where Stanley, your boy, sometimes have a hard time trusting and a hard time believing. Yes, I know. I know a lot of people out there listening be like, who, you, Stanley? Yes, me. And there's a whole bunch of other people that have a hard time trusting and believing as well. Some days your belief is going to be pushed to the nth degree. That's why you go back and say, uncover your why. Is this really what you want? Is this really what you want? Because man, let me tell you, there are some days where you are up late at night, no sleep, getting sleep here, sleep there. You're trying to finish the proposal, you're trying to finish the plan, you're trying to finish the marketing objectives and all of these other things, and you looking at stuff. Next thing you know, you were up 24 hours, 36 hours. Sometimes, I said this in another podcast, I think it was Beyonce that said she was so focused in getting stuff done that she literally forgot to eat, but she believed in what she was doing. She trusts what she was doing. Just ask yourself, do you really trust what you are doing? Do you really trust what you're doing? I do. I trust what I'm doing. Now, there are some days where do you get weak and weary? Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. But do you trust and believe? Do you trust and believe? Do you trust and believe? And if you trust yourself, you trust what was given to you, trust what was shared with you, and you believe in it, keep that at the forefront. Don't let anybody talk you away from that. Don't even let yourself talk you away from it, but trust and believe. Trust and believe. So that's step four. Step five, a lot of people don't like this one. That's take action. Have you guys ever heard so many people run their mouth, yap, 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 and all over they're gonna do this and oh, I'm gonna do that, and then you ask them a question and they've never taken action. They haven't talked to anybody. They haven't thought about anything. Just they haven't taken any action. You know what? I'm gonna play baseball and haven't taken a ground ball in all year. Really? You know, I'm gonna play basketball. Haven't been to a gym since the gym had them. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Take action. Take action. Take action. Shooting a little ball into a hanger that's hung over your door, right? Oh, I'm sorry. That's when you didn't have monies, you made things up to play basketball. You did some things, right? So regardless of what it is, take action. Take action. You say you're gonna get your doctorate? Okay, great. What schools have you talked to, applied to? What research have you done to see what you need to do to get into those schools? What is it? How is it? Where is it? Why is it? Can we get that done, please? Once we get that done, then we make some incredible things happen. But we have to take action. We have to take action. A lot of the most powerful and successful individuals may not be as smart as you. They may not, but they take action. They trust and believe in themselves. They ask for it, right? They do some powerful things, but they take action. Take action. Take action. We talk a lot about other things, but take action. Let me give y'all something simple. This is really, really simple. Y'all gonna love it. If you're in a club, yeah, I said the club. I don't know the last time I've been in a club, but anyway, if you're in a club or you're in a restaurant or you somewhere and you see this beautiful female pass or this beautiful male pass and you want to speak to them, you want to get their attention or whatever it may be. If you don't do anything, you're 100% sure that you will not have any contact with them. I am 100% sure that will not happen. But if you take action, yep, he may say no, she may say no. Yep, may somebody coming at it, may be married, they may be booed up, they may have somebody else on the side, whatever it is. That's not it. That's not it. You took action. But if you never, because you don't know what's gonna happen, they might be like, yes, how are you? And have this wonderful conversation. It could be a future business partner. It could be a future friend. It could be somebody that leads you in the right direction. But if you never take action, you guarantee that nothing is gonna happen. It's guaranteed. It's already written. It's guaranteed. You don't have to believe me. Try it. Just try it. I guarantee you, I am 100% accurate on that. So you have to take action. All right. So let's get to number 6. Ooh, this one here, family. Family. Stop your car, honk your horn. This one right here is worth the whole podcast. Get rid of what's holding you back. Get rid of what's holding you back. When you go into an airport and you're flying from, let's say, Amsterdam to Dubai, right? You flew from Amsterdam and you flew into Dubai. When you get to baggage claim, you do not get in the baggage claim and start taking everybody else's stuff with you. You don't. You don't. You do not do that. You only grab the bags for you and you go about your business, right? Let me give you another way of looking at it. When you talk about getting rid of things that's holding you back, how many times does your belief hold you back? Just because you never experienced it, it holds you back. Just because you failed a test in high school does not mean the educational system does not work. It's not true. Come on now, let's be 100 with it. That's not true. So we have to get rid of those things. If you have to change the mindset, that's good, because one of the things that hold us back, one of the more common things, is a negative mindset. Oh, that's not gonna work. People say that all the time. Oh, Stanley, that's not gonna work. And yet we've been in business for 19 years. Oh, Stanley, that's not gonna work. What? I mean, what else we have to do, right? So what are some other things? Oh, Stanley, you're never going to be a starting quarterback at your high school. Okay, and I was that, and I did it, and so on and so on. Well, really? But the negative mindset says, oh, you're not going to do that because that's never happened before. No, that means it has to happen at some point in my opinion. So let's go make it happen. Let's make it happen. If you go in again with a negative mindset, Henry Ford say you're true. If you're saying yes, that's true. Are you saying no, that's not true? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep a positive mindset on what we're doing because we have to manifest it. And how do you manifest it? By saying true to it. You manifest it by getting rid of negative thoughts. Also, here's another one: get rid of toxic people. I saw I think it was a short, and it was with Fat Joe, and he was talking about how one time he flew to Puerto Rico, and he had like 50 people. They flew on 2 private planes going to Puerto Rico. First of all, I'm paying for 50 people on 2 private planes. Just the math don't add up to me, but that's a whole nother story. And he said he got to the hotel and everybody was hanging out, and then he fed everybody. Everybody went ate. Everybody. They went, did their thing, and everybody eating, right? And then he says at some point, he just said, just to see what people were going to do, he told him, he said, hey, man, I don't have it anymore. Like, you're gonna have to, pay something towards this. I don't have it like I used to have it. And he said, all but I think I can't remember if it was 3 or 5 people left. All of the other 45 people gone. How you gonna do this to me? And how did it get all of those toxic, negative people away from you? If you've been friends since high school and you see a twist or a change, get rid of them. Hey, I'm sorry, I appreciate it. We're just going in a different direction. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I'm humbled by us and how long we've been there, but I think our time is up. Not saying to be nasty, but get rid of them because you don't want bad mindsets. You don't want toxic people around you that's literally pouring into you negativity. No, don't do that. If you got to get rid of them because you're going in a different direction, do that because you're trying to manifest something in a sense that's not there yet, but you're going to manifest it. But having toxic people, negative thoughts, and all that stuff, that's not going to help you. No, sir. No way. No how. No way in the world. That's are two of the most common things of how people literally don't manifest their things because they're around negative people and they're around, negative mindsets and toxic people. Get rid of them. See y'all. Sorry. I wish you the best, but we got to go. So that's number 6. Step 7, reinforce your dreams. Reinforce them. Journal. Affirmations. Some people do vision boards. When you're writing, I said this before, if I'm not mistaken, but when you're journaling and you're writing down, a lot of times people want to make their journals pretty. I believe in if you're just writing to make it pretty, type it out. That way you can help with spell check and all that stuff. But if you're writing it out and you really getting into it, don't try to make everything perfect. Don't try to make the perfect comma and the perfect period and the perfect question mark and quotation marks and brackets. No, journal out your feeling. Be your true and authentic self. Let it out. Nobody else gonna see it but you. Nobody else gonna see it but you. Some people say, yeah, but when you die, people may get your journal. You're dead. You're not gonna know anyway. You're not gonna know anyway. So do what you must do. Affirmations, affirm yourself. I am powerful. I am a queen. I am a king. I am wealthy. I am the first person that's going to be a millionaire in my family, and I will not be the last. I mean, I can go on and on and on, right? Man, affirm yourself every day. And you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. The 369 technique. I'm gonna give y'all a bonus, but not right now. I'm gonna do it at the end. But affirm yourself. Vision boards. When you're putting that vision out, remember you're making it very, very clear. Very, very clear. A friend of mine was telling me, was talking about something, and she said, Stanley, when you begin to describe something, it is very, very clear, very, very detailed, and very, very clear. Because I don't want nobody to get it confused. Think about a story like this. I'm not going to go long on the story, but think about something like this. Somebody said, Oh, Stanley, let's go on the beach. Okay, great. How was your time on the beach? Tell me about it. Oh, we went on the beach. They had water, they had sand, they had some people. Okay. Yep, that pretty much sums it up. Is that the vision that you want? Or if you said something like, I was there and I was fortunate enough to be right on the edge of the water. It had these nice white sandy beaches, no impurities, no craziness growing out of the ground. The water was absolutely crystal clear. You can see all the way to the bottom of the water. You're seeing the sun glistening off the water. You see the sun shining down. I mean, which one would you prefer? Which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the first one or the second one? I mean, when somebody start articulating that, I'm start thinking like, hold on, where did you go, Stanley? Because it's not like somebody I need to somewhere I need to visit at least, right? So you want to make sure in your vision boards that your vision is clear, not foggy, but it's clear. It's clear. Okay. Step 8: acknowledge and celebrate your progress. First of all, when you're progressing to something, you got to at least acknowledge it. Okay, listen, I normally would fuss for 20 minutes. This time I only fuss for 18 minutes, baby. I'm getting better. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm surely getting better. Celebrate the times where something positive happens. Celebrate your progress. Oh, I had some progress in that. Oh, I think I'm gonna take myself to go get a pizza. I don't know, just making something up, right? Or a nice salad. You know what? I think I'm gonna fly to Italy and get me some spaghetti. Regardless of what it is, celebrate your progress. So many times we don't even celebrate ourselves. So let's celebrate our progress. Let's acknowledge and celebrate our progress. Number 9, and the last one before the bonus: keep your energy high. Keep it high. Everything negative is going to try to take you and bring your energy down. My mentor taught me this: every vision will be tested for its authenticity. Let me say that again. Every vision will be tested for its authenticity. Are you authentic when you're saying you want to manifest something and you have it here? Or are you just saying because you heard it on TV? Or are you saying it because you heard it on social media? Are you saying it because somebody else said? No, every vision will be tested for its authenticity. A lot of times I would hear people share with me like, oh man, you have the opportunity to work with Dr. Sam Warren, and that's a great thing. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is great. And they go into edifying him and talking how great he is and all of the different things that he's done. And sometimes I just smile. I just smile. Hey, Cal. I just smile, right? I just smile. But behind the scenes, people don't realize how dedicated and how hard and how diligently he works. Yes, it looks smooth on the surface, but behind the scenes, how much we're working, how hard we're grinding. You know, Sometimes he would give us assignments. He would give me and say, hey, can you help me with this? And okay, great. And then you realize that, oh, okay, the people that I need to talk to, they're asleep at this time, so I have to stay up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to have an actual conversation with somebody around the world. Have that conversation and then get ready for your normal business day. That's a sacrifice, but guess what? That's where and what I chose to do. And that's how I started to manifest things. My question is, can you keep your energy high when a Lord Dr. Sam Warren or your teacher or your principal or your I don't say master, but or your coach tell you to do something and it's off your beaten path? It's something you've never done before. What do you mean stay up past 12 o'clock midnight? I go to bed every day at 9 o'clock. I don't care. I don't care. You need to get this done. So are you going to keep your energy high? Or are you going to and pout and go down? And no, keep your energy high. All right. So let me do this first 9 steps, and then I'm going to give you the 369 technique, and then we're going to ride on out of here. All right. So step 1, get clear on what you want. Get clear. Be very clear. Be clear on what you want. Step 2, uncover your why. What's your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing what you're trying to manifest? Right? Step 3, ask for it. Ask your creator, ask God, ask your creator, ask the universe, ask for it. Step 4, trust and believe. Trust and believe your vision. Trust and believe your why. Trust and believe why you're doing it. Trust and believe. Step 5, take action. It's time to take action. Right here, right now, it is time to take action. We in 2024, family. It is time to take action. Step 6, get rid of what's holding you back. I'm talking about from a negative mindset to toxic people. Get rid of all of that and keep pushing forward. Step 7, reinforce your dreams, whether that's journaling, affirmations, vision board, all three of them. So, what we have to do is reinforce those desires, reinforce those things. So, you can have journaling, you can journal about it, you can affirm it, you can actually have vision boards about it. Make sure they're clear though. Step 8, acknowledge and celebrate your progress. Please celebrate yourself. Please acknowledge the great work you're doing and celebrate yourself. Please celebrate yourself. Step 9, keep your energy high. I mean, keep it high through the roof. People come and say, you're not going to do that. Go. Thank you so much. You're going to be the first one in line to buy this book, or you're going to be the first one in line to do whatever. But keep your energy high. All right. So the bonus, a lot of times, some people may have heard of this and some people may not have heard of this. It's the 369 technique. It's very, very simple, but it's the 369 technique. All right. So you guys ready? Honk your horn if you ride. Honk your horn if you ride. All right. So 369 technique. This is very easy to do, but be dedicated to it. Write down your desire. Write down what you want to manifest 3 times in the morning. Write down your desire, what it is that you want to manifest 3 times in the morning. And then sometimes during the day, write down that same thing 6 times during the day. So the morning, you write down 3 of what it is your desire that you want to manifest. The next one is 6 times during the day, you're going to write down your desire and what you want to manifest. And then at night, 9 times, you're going to write down what you desire and what you manifest. So if you're saying, I'm going to speak at Essence in the very beginning in that morning, you're going to say, Stanley will be a speaker at the community workshop at Essence Festival. Stanley will be a speaker at the community event at Essence Festival. Stanley will be a speaker at a community event at Essence. So that's 3 times in the morning. Then you do the same thing during the day, except you do it 6 times. And then at night, you do it 9 times. That's the 369 technique. Try that for 30 days. You big and bad and bold, try that for 30 days, right? You begin seeing things happen. A lot of times when we get focused and we clear on something, we're going to make something happen. It literally, you start to make things fall into play. Now, it also can fall into play the negative way and say, oh no, we're not manifesting that because you're all over the place. You believe in all of the bumfoolery and all of the foolishness. No, we're staying positive. We're focused. And we're going to make this happen in 2024. So family, don't forget me. Don't forget me. Comment in the section, comment on YouTube. Go to YouTube right now if right after the podcast. But go to YouTube, join me, like, subscribe, share, forward it to somebody. Just tell them to join me. Just, hey, let's go on and make some things happen and let us do what we do. Let's do what we do. This year has to be, for some people, the greatest year that they've ever had. This year, for other people, they've had a great year last year. This is going to be even better than last year. We're not going to stand beside and just let years go by and nothing happen. We're all in. We're pushing all of our chips in the middle of the table, and it's now time for us to make some remarkable things happen. Remember, just in my example, I will be a guest speaker at Essence this year. I will be a guest speaker at Essence this year. I will be a guest speaker at Essence this year. Now, what are you saying? I will be the executive director at my firm this year. I will be an executive director at my firm this year. I will be an executive director at my firm this year. Let me give you guys one more. I will start that nonprofit this year. I will start that nonprofit this year. I will start that nonprofit this year. I want to go further than I will start that nonprofit with all of the bells and whistles and all of my paperwork done this year. I will start that nonprofit with all the bells and whistles and all of the paperwork completed this year. I will start that nonprofit with all the bells and whistles and all the paperwork completed this year. Whatever it is, you starting a church, you starting a ministry, you looking at being in the All-American game, you looking at whatever it is. Let's make that happen, family. Let's get it done. Let's go ahead and make it happen in a big way. I hear somebody saying, I'm going to make the most money I've ever made in my life this year. Hey, I'm going to make the most money I've ever made in my life this year. I'm going to make the most money I've ever made in my life this year. Regardless of what it is, let's make it happen. Do what it is we have to do. So, family, we're going to manifest those things. I want to hear your testimonies. Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. Yeah, shoot me an email. Go to the YouTube channel and send a message there. Go to any of the social media platforms and send a message there. But we're going to manifest some things this year. So listen, family, with that being said, don't forget to go to all of my social media platforms. Shout me out, holler at me, like, subscribe, share, join, send a donation, regardless of what it is. Thank you guys. I'm humbled by you guys being with me. So with that being said, I love each and every one of you. And I will see you guys on the beaches of the world. Wow. Y'all know we out. See y'all on the beaches. Peace.